Hello students, how are you? Hope you are doing well. So as we all know, the lockdown is going on. So be safe and boost your immunity by eating healthy foods and exercise for 30 minutes at least a day. And stay safe and stay at home, every one of you. And let's start our today's topic. The different types of users in DBMS. There are many kind of users available in the DBMS. So we just discussed the four of them, which is the most probably, or you can say the most important users who make the DBMS and who use the DBMS and who make changes inside the DBMS. So the very first and the very popular one is the end user, like us. We are also the end user who use the DBMS. So let's start the topic. The first one is end user. In today's session, we just discuss about the different kind of users we have in the DBMS. I will provide you the theory notes of this topic and the other topics also. But in today's video, we just discuss the whole topic, whatever the topic is, and we just get the knowledge about the topic. So the first one is end user, which is also known as the native user. Note down. End user is also known as the native user because it doesn't have much knowledge about the DBMS. He just use the menu driven applications. He don't have knowledge of DBMS, like whatever the things have done inside the DBMS and how we created DBMS and how we can make changes inside the DBMS. He just do its task and take advantage of the DBMS, like whatever he want to do, and he just do his task and complete it. Like the simply use of DBMS to get their task done. He simply use the DBMS to take their task done. Simply you can say in the one line only. And the very first thing we have to notice, the first one is it is also known as a native user and it doesn't have any knowledge of the actual DBMS and he doesn't change anything inside the DBMS. The second point, and the last one is he just simply use the DBMS to get their task done. In the 3 points, we just complete the whole end user concept. Hope you can understand. The first user we have. The second one is application programmer. Okay, firstly I have write on the board. The second one is application programmer. Okay. So it is the, you can say, application programmer are responsible for developing programs or user interfaces. The application programmer, as a name given, like application programmer, it develops a different kind of applications and user interface for the users, for the end users. It actually makes the applications to the end user or the native user who doesn't have any knowledge about the DBMS. It creates the applications which are connected with the DBMS, which is the backend. You can say it creates the front end applications. Front end. It is a different topic, like front end and back end is a huge different topic. We will discuss in the further videos on the front end and back end programming. So we just simply say like the front end application is something like any applications like Whatsapp, like Facebook, you are using into your mobile phone is the front end applications, which is connected with some database, and database programming is the back end programming, you can say. But the front end programming is whatever you are using your Whatsapp, it has some database but you doesn't have any knowledge about the database of the Whatsapp. You simply use your Whatsapp and you just simply send your messages you send your video lectures, like I am sending some video lectures to my students and uploading lectures on the YouTube, and I doesn't have any knowledge about the YouTube database, but I am simply using the YouTube. So the YouTube application is a front-end application we have, which is developed by someone. Like this kind of users who develop the applications, the front-end applications are the application programmers. These applications are used by the end users, which we have discussed in the previous point. Okay, so now maybe you get it. So the another point I am going to tell you, like the application program is written in the high level language. The high level language is something which is the English language, the Hindi, the Sanskrit, any handwritten language in the world is the high level language, and the language which is understandable by the machine is the low level language, or you can say the machine language, which is in the form of 0 and 1, which is also known by the binary language, you can say, which is only 0 and 1. Okay, so we write the programs like the Java program, the C++ programs in the high level languages. The application programmer also write the application in the high level language, for example in C language, in C++, Java, ASP.NET, Python, or MATLAB, or any language you can say. So application programmer are someone who makes the languages, not the languages, sorry, who makes the applications in high level language for the end user. So we will discuss the third one. The third one is the DBA, which is database administrator. It have a huge responsibility, administrator. The database administrator is the very responsible person who manages the database, the entire database. Actually, the DBA create the database and give access, and you can say it gives the partitions of database. It can do anything because it is the main person who developed the structure of the database, you can say, or I can explain it like the DBA is responsible for defining database structure, storage structure, access methods. The DBA is responsible for database structure, the storage structure, the access methods, etc. And he makes the definition of the whole database we have, and it can also make some changes inside the database. So it have the huge responsibility. The person, or you can say the group of persons who make the database definitions and the structure and make changes inside it and give access methods, and you can say it gives the partition of the storage to the different users we have. So the database administrator, as the word administrator, you know, like it administrates the whole database. And the last one we have is the system analyst. So the fourth one is system analyst, who is the database designer. It is also known as the database designer, who make changes inside the database, like whatever we want the structure of the database, it make changes inside the database. And you can say the already created structure of the database, he is able to make changes inside the database, or it will be create some another structure for the database if it is required. So today we are discuss the four different kind of users. The first one is native user, which is the end user. The second one is the application programmer, who makes the applications for the end user. And the third one is DBA, the database administrator, who creates the database, or you can say it creates the storage structure for the database. And the fourth one is system analyst, who is the database designer, who actually make changes in the structure of the database. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any kind of query, then you can contact me in my WhatsApp number I have given in the description below. And thank you so much, and comment below if you like the video and if you like the concept, and if you want to improve something in my videos, then you can suggest me in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching.